people, welcome to the episode of Immigration Guide. It's your girl Michelle. So today we're talking about Canada, guys. Canada just announced a new policy regarding international students. No more flight for international students. Are you an international student in Canada? Then you want to watch to the end of this video because this information will help you, your friends, and your families. Okay, who feels like 2024 is for international students in Canada? I'm one of them. I'm one of those people who feel like 2024 is for international students because we've been having a lot of information regarding international students in Canada. Guys, you want to stay tuned to know the latest information regarding international students in Canada because I believe these information will help you if you are looking to acquire a postgraduate work permit or your permanent residence in Canada. Okay? So let's get started. If you're new to our channel, you're welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, we appreciate your commitment. And guys, please don't keep it to yourself. Share this information to your friends and family so you can help someone out there. So, the Minister of Immigration, Mr. Mark Miller, just announced that international students will no longer be eligible to apply for a postgraduate work permit at the border. So guys, if you're an international student and you're about to complete your education and you want to apply for a postgraduate work permit, you can no longer go to the border to change your status. Okay, so no more flagpoling. This new measure is in effect immediately to reduce the action of flagpoling. I know a lot of you don't know what flagpoling is, and I'll be explaining to you what flagpoling is all about. Okay, but know that there is no more flagpoling for international students in Canada. Flagpoling is a practice of temporary residents of Canada leaving the nation and returning right away to obtain the same-day immigration service at the border. This just simply tells you that as a temporary resident or as an international student in Canada, you can literally go to the border and change your status. If you're a visitor's visa and you got a study or letter of acceptance from a school, you can go to the border and get a change of status to a study permit. That is what is called flagpoling. But right now, you can no longer go to the border to apply for a postgraduate work permit as an international student. So all you need to do is to apply online as an international student for your postgraduate work permit. Okay? So I just want to say, appreciate Mr. Kuba. He actually posted this on his YouTube channel, and we'll be seeing that in a few minutes. Okay. So, as per RSCC, we don't know why RSCC decided to stop international students to apply for a postgraduate work permit at the border. From his information is that it requires a lot of resources, diverting officers from enforcement duties, delaying travels, and slowing down the flow of commodities. We all know that at the border, there's a lot of information, there's a lot of activities going on there. People travel in and out, people applying for different kind of visas, visitors, or whatever. So there are a lot of things happening there, and this kind of cause delays with certain applications and with certain services. So they have realized that as a postgraduate work permit, as an international student, for you to apply for that postgraduate work permit, you should just go online and apply. Yes, we know that we always want the fastest route, right? It's easy for you to just go to the border and get a postgraduate work permit, but it's no longer available for international students to go to the border and apply for that. You can apply online, and trust me, it will take just a month for your visa to be approved. Sometimes it takes 3 weeks online for it to be approved. So if you're an international student and you're about to complete your education and you are planning to apply for a postgraduate work permit, please don't go to the border. Apply online, okay? We all know that on March 1st, 2023, and February 29, 2024, postgraduate work permit applicants made up to almost 25% of the foreign nationals who came to the border to apply. So we know that during this period there was a large number of people, international students, who went to the border to apply for that. So I feel like with all of that, the government decided that no, they will stop that. They had to implement this policy to help to incentivize candidates to apply domestically rather than at the border, right? Which makes sense. Of course, it makes sense, right? So to help expedite applications processing wide, RCC also said that they'll consider updating and integrating work environments while also maintaining their current improvement in the processing. So they are planning to improve the processing time that it will take for international students to apply online. Okay, so guys, if you're an international student and you want to apply for your postgraduate work permit, please don't go to the border, apply online, because this is the new policy and it's already in effect immediately. So don't go to the border and they'll send you back and tell you that, oh, you can apply. And don't wait for your postgraduate, don't wait for your student visa to expire before you apply for your postgraduate work permit. Once you complete your education and you receive the letter of completion from your school, guys, go ahead and apply for your postgraduate work permit, because you have only 90 days. You have only 90 days before you go out of status. So for you to be on time, immediately you get the letter of acceptance from your school, letter of completion from your school, go ahead and apply for your postgraduate work permit. Once you apply for that, you know that you are still in status, because once you go out of status and those 90 days are done, when you complete your school, know that you will have to pay the fee to restore your status again. And sometimes it might get complicated. So you don't want to be a victim of that, okay? So make sure that once you get that letter of completion from your school, go straight up and apply for your postgraduate work permit online. No longer Flagpoling. Now, a study permit typically expires, like I said, 90 days, right? So before your work permit expire, your study permit expires, guys, please go ahead and apply for your postgraduate work permit. Now, temporary residents in Canada have access for varieties of immigration services through the Flagpoling at the border. So if you're a temporary resident in Canada, like I always say, if you watch my previous videos or my videos regarding Canada, temporary residents in Canada, people who hold a work visa, a study visa, right? Those are people who fall under temporary visitors in Canada, as well as a visitor's visa. Those are temporary residents. Those are people who are not permanently in Canada. So, in as a temporary resident, you can go to the border and get a change of status, and that is called flag pulling. Once you go to the border, they call it flag pulling. So the common services after granting a temporary resident application for permanent resident status include soft landing. So if, let's say, you apply for your permanent residence, right, and you are approved for your permanent residence, but you're in Canada, what you can do is you go to the border, right, and they're gonna change your status. They're gonna change your status to a landing permanent resident. So those are the kind of services that take place at the border. Okay, so if you're an international student and you don't know what a postgraduate work permit is, I'll just highlight what a postgraduate work permit is. A postgraduate work permit is a type of work permit available for international students who have graduated from a designated learning institution in Canada. Okay, a postgraduate work permit helps international students who have completed their education to work in Canada for a period of time. So if you have a 1 year study permit and you complete your education and you apply for a postgraduate work permit, the government is going to issue you 1 year. If you have a 3 year postgraduate, you have a 3 year international student visa and you complete your school, the government is looking at giving you a 3 year work permit. So a postgraduate work permit is just for international students who have completed their schools, and this helps them to work for any employer in Canada. Okay, and with a postgraduate work permit, be you can qualify for permanent resident status in Canada based on the criteria of the province you are and the territory you are in. Okay, so guys, this is the latest news of Canada, and I hope this information helps you. Like I said, there is no more flag pulling. So if you're an international student and you want to change your status to a postgraduate work permit, no longer go to the border. Stay at home and apply online, and your application will be approved within 3 to 4 weeks. So guys, this is the latest news in Canada. I hope this information was helpful, and don't keep this information to yourself. Share it to your friends and family, and I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you all and stay blessed.